CMS. And the single most the most important reason for doing that was having the ability to change content by yourself, and overall things become a lot more streamlined. So you see, in the last few years, there's really been an upsurge in the interest in content management systems, and that only means that a lot of more people are choosing to use it, and hence there are more jobs when it comes to CMS development or customization. This is an interesting bit of Google Trend report that is being shown here, and it really shows the kind of interest that's been happening. Although it's still a couple of years old, but it's shown how it's showing how in the last 5 or 6 years, the interest in terms of the actual searches being made for various kinds of CMSs, that's increased dramatically. Yeah, sorry for that break. If you look at Elance, and Elance is a place where a lot of the freelancing assignments are put up and people bid for it. It's a place where a lot of revenue is being generated actually today. And you look at the top 10 keyword search index, and it shows that Joomla, which is one of the CMSs, it's really risen 10 spots in the ranking, and it's competing with the other typical categories where you would expect a lot of interest in freelancing, stuff like PHP and HTML and web content and stuff like that. And even WordPress is out there. So one clarification which people tend to have is that this is about the fact that it's an open source, and what's really the reason behind it being so popular. Well, so open source is the biggest thing about open source, yes, is that it's free. You can anything that is open source can be downloaded off the net, and it can be customized to your own requirement. But the bigger thing is in open source is that you can imagine any open source product to be a team of thousands of volunteers all over the world who are testing it continuously. And in some cases, in a lot of cases, the overall quality and performance of an open source product is comparable or even better to that of a proprietary one. So, and as this slide talks, and this slide talks about it, that uh, it's been the experience is that the open source CMSs behave with more consistency on different browser platforms as compared sorry, to their closed source counterparts. Yeah, and the fact is that open source is mainstream today, and some examples are shown there. Apache is one of the best examples that you can go get, that you can give for open source, that of an open source product which has done really well. It is the most popular web server in the world today. So, how do you really go about, choosing a content management system? So, this is actually, quite, detailed discussion, but we thought let's just touch upon it. And, so if you talk to people who use Joomla, and they'll tell you that, Joomla manages modules in a very visual, a very friendly manner. If you and that would go along, well with a lot of people. As when it comes to Drupal, it's considered more technical. It's a simple site function might actually take quite a few minutes to roll out, and which is not the case when it comes to Joomla or WordPress. Uh, so it could be more popular with the hands-on guys, who want to look at functions threadbare, and who want the ability to really minutely change any part of the any plugin or any function. Whereas WordPress, which has a huge fan following, because it's historically been a blogging platform. And the WordPress guys have basically enhanced its features so that not only for a blog, anyone who wants to build a site, he can use WordPress. So, and another feature, and we'll briefly touch upon that towards the end, are the large number of features and plugins that invite visitor interaction. So, stuff which will help you to leave comments, track back users, etc. And that that helps in making this more of a web 2.0 kind of a site. And each has its own quality, and you can go to the site called cmsmatrix.org, and that's gives a lot of detailed descriptions of each of the CMSs. And you'll see that in some cases, some features completely present, or it can be used as a free add-on, or sometimes it's just limited, right? So for example, there is an email to discussion kind of a feature, which could be popular with a lot of people who don't want to actually log on to a discussion just to post a discussion, post a comment. And you'll see that WordPress, it's limited, whereas Joomla and Drupal, it's a free add-on. In fact, Facebook has talking about this feature, Facebook has a couple of months back started this email to discussion kind of a feature, right? So that's each has its own set of qualities, really. Right. So I'll actually like to ask Atul to take these few slides which talk about how to build a small site, using WordPress.